Her name was Anna Miller. From the time Anna was old enough to understand words, she understood blame. The house she grew up in was small, old, and always quiet in the wrong way. Paint peeled from the walls, the floor creaked with every step, and the air carried a feeling of tiredness that never left. Money was always short. Bills piled up on the table like reminders of everything that had gone wrong. And in that house, Anna's mother made sure Anna knew exactly who she believed was responsible. "You ruined my life," her mother would say, without shouting, without anger, almost casually. "Before you came, things were better." Anna heard those words more times than she could count. Her mother, Susan, had once been a hopeful woman. She talked often about the past, about dreams she never followed, chances she never took, and a life she believed was stolen from her. In every story, Anna's birth stood at the center, like a turning point where everything fell apart. Susan worked long hours at a local store. She came home exhausted, frustrated, and bitter. Some nights she would sit at the kitchen table, staring at unpaid bills, shaking her head. "If I didn't have you," she would say, "I wouldn't be living like this." Anna never answered. She learned early that silence was safer. At school, Anna tried to disappear. She wore the same clothes over and over, careful to keep them clean. She never asked for anything. Not new shoes. Not school trips. Not even lunch money. She learned how to say, "I'm fine," with a smile that didn't ask questions. When she came home with good grades, her mother barely looked at them. "Grades don't change poverty," Susan would say. "They don't pay rent." When Anna made a mistake, even a small one, it became proof. "See," her mother would sigh, "you take after your father. Weak. Careless." Anna didn't remember her father. He had left when she was very young. His absence became another weight placed on her shoulders, another reason her mother resented her. At night, Anna would lie in bed and listen to the sounds of the house. The ticking clock. The distant cars. Her mother moving around angrily in the kitchen. She wondered what she had done wrong simply by being born. She began to believe the words spoken to her. That she was a burden. That she was the reason life was hard. That she owed the world an apology for existing. As Anna grew older, the mocking became quieter but sharper. Her mother laughed when Anna talked about college. "With what money?" she asked. "Don't dream too big. Dreams are expensive." She laughed when Anna said she wanted a better life. "Everyone wants that," she replied. "But look where we are." Anna stopped sharing her thoughts. She kept them locked inside, like fragile things that could break if exposed. But something inside her refused to fully disappear. At school, there was a library. It was warm, quiet, and safe. Anna spent hours there, reading stories about people who came from nothing and became something. She didn't know why those stories mattered so much to her, but they did. They felt like windows in a locked room. One teacher noticed her. "You're very focused," the teacher said one afternoon. "You have potential." Anna didn't know how to respond. No one had said that to her before. At home, nothing changed. Poverty still sat at the table. Her mother's bitterness still filled the rooms. But Anna changed quietly. She studied harder. She worked part-time after school. She saved small amounts of money in a box hidden under her bed. She learned to survive without approval. Her mother mocked her efforts. "Working so hard won't change who you are," Susan said. "You'll end up just like me." Those words hurt more than Anna admitted. But instead of breaking her, they became fuel. When Anna received a scholarship letter, she read it 3 times to be sure it was real. Her hands shook. Her heart felt too big for her chest. She showed it to her mother. Susan glanced at it briefly. "Don't get your hopes up," she said. "Life has a way of disappointing people like you." That night, Anna cried quietly into her pillow, not because of what her mother said, but because she finally understood something. Her mother's anger was never truly about her. It was about regret, about missed chances, about a life Susan never healed from. Anna left home with one suitcase and a heart full of fear and determination. College was hard. Life was harder. There were days she felt small again, days the old words echoed in her mind. But she kept going. Years passed. Anna built a life, slowly, carefully. She worked, learned, failed, and tried again. She became strong in ways no one had taught her how to be. She learned that poverty was not her fault, that blame does not define truth, that love should never sound like shame. One day, she stood in her own apartment, sunlight filling the room, and thought about the girl who once believed she was the reason for everything wrong. She smiled gently. She was never the reason they were poor. She was the reason the cycle ended. And for the first time in her life, that truth was enough. If this story touched you, please subscribe for more inspiring videos. Don't forget to subscribe for more emotional and motivational stories. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss the next story.